Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. We're going for a custom achievement, honest competition. We have to grab the actual achievement, Master of India, in which we have to own all of the Indian subcontinent. We don't even know what India is just yet. But we also have to follow a whole bunch of extra rules, mostly about trade and overseas things. We need to keep Genoa the most powerful trader in the world for the rest of the game. And we need to stay out of anything overseas. And you can find the exact definition of that down in the video description or in the first episode. We have utterly defeated the Green Goblin over here. We didn't take too many battles, to be fair. Mostly piggybacked on the Polish and Mamlukian wars. But we've thoroughly beaten the Ottoman anyway. And we have called for peace now. But stubborn as I am, I want this amount of land in my peace deal. And if I wait for the end of the year, Naples will not be in the coalition against me. And that coalition is scary enough that I don't want to put Naples on that list as well. And lose a tiny bit of trade power in Tunis. Fine, we're so ahead that we don't need to be afraid. The Horde insulted me back. That's alright. And I have 2 diplomats. Now, if everybody's gonna hate me for a while, I probably don't need to be super focused on making claims here right now. Though having some claims on those Neapolitans wouldn't go amiss, would it? Can I make claims on the Neapolitans? Not really. Well, down here, I guess. We already have claims on SFAX. Could make claims on this garbage land, but it's not super relevant. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on, let's say, there was nobody in this coalition that I could talk out of it, right? I think I said Talkert, maybe. Just reducing numbers is not bad. Let's... well, they got melted down again. They were bigger before. And did they actually get moved out of original Hissen-Kaifa? I forget what the original Hissen-Kaifan capital is, but it feels like it's more north. Like here, maybe. No, that's too big. I'm a bit interested in Hissen-Kaifa because we played as Hissen-Kaifa for the Saladin's Legacy Chief, and I always have a bit of a weak spot for nations I've played as before. Especially if they're underdogs, like Hissen-Kaifa. I don't think there was anything I can do to decrease aggressive expansion gain right now. It'd be nice if there was. But I don't have all that many buttons. Should look into this stuff once again too. Genoa, Venice, and the Sound Tall. Black Sea ambition. All provinces in the Hyder-Vindeger era. And the Thrace era. Okay, so let's go deep into the Ottomans, eh? Which we kinda are. I mean, the issue is that there's a lot of Polish Balkans there that we're not gonna have for a while. Also, we don't own Genoa yet. But Genoa, Ragusa. And what about this down here? Trade trouble in Tangiers. Not gonna happen. And Alexandria would be nice, but not now. Fine. Yeah. Is there a... and there probably isn't. A trade company investment that does something against aggressive expansion. Defensiveness, supply limit, land force limit. Trade power, production efficiency, naval force limit. Goods produced, production efficiency, trade steering, tax, development cost, army tradition, manpower, Marines force limit. No, I'm not surprised. I didn't expect that to be a thing. Just want to make sure. Now, do I want to build that company depot in Tunis? Because we have money we're sitting on. can I do? Let's get it down there. No, Mr. O, I'm going to PC out very soon. Just not immediately. And then the Mamluks are going to eat you alive, unfortunately. It's going to hurt. Because the Mamluks are a very powerful enemy for us at this moment. And we'll probably be their enemy number 1 now. And they're more powerful than we are. So I don't quite know how we're going to deal with this yet. But, you know, time comes that Mamluk. Warriors do not read books. Well, they don't, do they? 10% admin and dip tech cost. Does that mean I take dip tech now? Nah. We already have almost 10% this problem with the, or penalty from colonialism. We're gonna get colonialism sometime soonish. Could actually already buy it if I hadn't just spent my money. Yeah, I'm gonna take Warriors Don't Read Books. And I'm gonna try to not take stuff for a while. Ooh, I got an extra merchant. Why did I get an extra merchant? What happened? Oh, probably the Tunis, because I did the investment, the Tunis merchant thingamabob here. This thing, the trade company, now has over 50% trade power in the node. Yeah, that gave me that extra merchant, which probably has not a lot to do. Steer, 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 steer. Don't care about Venice. We're not actively collecting in Genoa, but that wouldn't do much anyway. Could steer from Valencia still. It's still not a great thing to do, but it might be the only reasonable thing to do here. Are we actually steering correctly here? Probably not, right? Not that we have a lot of power in Aleppo, but we probably want stuff to go to Alexandria. Alexandria has what? 17, 18, 19, let's say 20 ducats in there. So we're getting more than a third of the money from Alexandria straight to Genoa. While most of the money, essentially all of the money from Constantinople right now, but that's because we control all the land, goes into Ragusa. We only get a third of that. Well, no. But half of that goes to the Genoa node. Not actually sure which direction is better here. Not that that is in any way relevant for where we place this merchant. It's just, I just noticed that. And the game chose a different direction to steer in than I would have. And I'm wondering if I'm wrong or the game is wrong. I guess the only place we have right now is Valencia. It's not going to do much for us, but a tiny bit is still a tiny bit. Let's do that. 2.64 ducats steering becomes 2.79 ducats. Woo! And we do get a 10% bonus in our home node. An additive one, unfortunately. That did complete a quest, though, interestingly enough. Which one is that? Oh, secure the Serene Republic. 95 tradition and be powerful. I'll take it. Sure, with a stab on it. Yoink. Good thing we didn't re-elect. Now, I need Genoa to have a higher development of than Milan, Valencia, Venetia, Venice, and Florence. And then I get what? 2 extra development cost reduction for 20 years. Not tons, but we did get the ability to then do Mare Nostrum, which we probably will never be able to do, right? And no country has a port on the Mediterranean Sea and has more galleys than we do, so we just need a lot of galleys. And we need to be most powerful trade power in 6 nodes bordering on the Mediterranean. That seems doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if Crimea would count, but if we get Aleppo, I mean, it does mean getting strong in Mamluk territory, but we need to do that anyway in this at some point. So, and what do we get for it? Actually, at the end of the game, Navy stuff. I mean, not too shabby. Let's see, how much do we need to do to get that? What is it again? Milan, Venice, and Florence. We are currently at 30 development, which I find already a lot. 37 in Milan. Jeez, Milan. Florence at 29 and Venice is at 31. So we'd have to beat the Milanese development. I guess there are two ways to go about it. One is to develop Genoa a bunch. The other is to beat up the Milanese, take Milan, and exploit development. That is it's probably not the way we're gonna go. Yeah. So 8 clicks of development here. Where it's currently 90 points. Because this is hills and highly developed. That's gonna wait a while. It's gonna have to wait a while. At least until we get an institution out of it or something. I'm not gonna spend, what did I say, 8 times 90? That's a number. 740? 720, right? 720, not 40. 720 monarch points. That's a lot of monarch points. Just for a little bit of development. Yeah, no. Oh, it's January 1509. Let's get that peace deal. I mean, it's still a scary one. I'm not going to claim that it's not scary. But I think we're not going to get attacked. And I think we're going to get a long enough peace deal with the Ottomans so that the Mamluks will no longer coercion us, hopefully. Also, the Ottomans there won't be much of an Ottoman left after this. So it's probably okay. Famous last words. I want your war reps though. As long as you're still an Ottoman, I want your money. And make the peace deal as long as possible. There we go. 418 ducats, gonna pay for my institution. Very nice. That's 74% overextension. That's a lot. But it's not 100. So we're fine. Yikes. Set demand. Done. Oh no, we lost the trade conflict casus belli against the Ottomans. What? Let's embrace the institution before something weird happens. Let's go. 10% provincial trade power, I'll certainly take that. I'm gonna start core. Yes, we have some war exhaustion, but not a lot. I could buy it down before I core, but I don't think that's worth it. I'm just gonna core. Yeah, and there's nothing here I don't want to core, so I'm just gonna start from the top. Any modifiers I should be clicking, anything I should be doing? I don't think so. We're not getting admin efficiency. No, I don't think there's anything I need to be clicking here. Except for these make core buttons. Could have clicked core all. Keep forgetting that that's a button these days. Is this what we want? Do we actually want to core all this land? Or is this going to be a trade company? Well, it still needs to be cored, right? Thrace is a state, so that's not a problem. This will be an estate. So we're gonna fully core Saruhan here. Relatively high cost. Wait, I can add you to a trade company. Add you to a trade company. Is this full coring? Let's cancel this. We should get the full stuff back. No, this is not full coring, even though I have a state here. Oh, I don't have a state here. That makes sense then. And this is a trade company. Okay, cool. So no, we can core all this. And we're gonna add it all to our trade company. I think. Yeah. Not seeing myself converting all these Sunni people. Let's go ahead and add all y'all. Bonus trade power, no missionary strength, it's gonna be fine. Fast infusion spread, and that's gonna be great. Here you go. Trade company. And some land connected. Hope you're happy, Bisa. Joking again. Let's get you home. Check rebels. We're gonna have to sit on a bunch of rebels down there. Tunisians are there, but as soon as the overextension is gone, they will be fine. Oi. Now this is... I'm not gonna decline this. But it's certainly not a war I want right now. Stop drilling. We're gonna fight 3 leagues in Saluzzo. Yeah, I think I can accept. I'm gonna wait for the monthly tick, so at least we have some morale here. But then I'm gonna watch the Pope beat up on Savoy. That'll be fine, and I'm gonna bring more troops home. It's gonna have to. Fine. Okay, monthly tick. Win our great power. Nice. Now what this is gonna do, unfortunately, is it's gonna put me into a war, which might be more likely to coalition against me. That said, the Mamluks are not gonna coalition me as long as they stay in that Ottoman war. So maybe I have a moment. My forts are up, some troops are there. My one guy that's looking for transport, I think you're gonna have to wait a little longer. And instead these boats are gonna grab you guys from Kokeli. So I have an actual army over in Europe. Local goods produced reduction, again free mercantilism. I keep getting that event. I should maybe read up on why I'm getting that event. Because it seems like a good thing to go for. I guess I'm just gonna land straight up in Genoa. Probably not gonna do much here in this war. I didn't mark any land as of interest. So even if I do get some participation, I hope the Pope won't get any ideas as to giving me more Savoyard land. Because right now I can't really afford more. You go, girl, Dulkadir. You go, girl. Beat those Ottomans. Oh, I love it. Just something very satisfying about seeing the Ottomans go down like this. And I know it's only partially my my doing, I guess. But I did have my part. And that's nice. Ottomans rivaled me. That's also kind of nice. Obviously, it would have been nice if that had happened before. So we could have gotten a lot of aggressive expansion of power projection out of this. But still, I'm into it. What I'm not into is taking 1 million attrition here. So let's leave the cannon. Move you guys out. And then we move most of you guys out. I did do the math just now. Just starting to reduce numbers. This siege is mine, right? Yes. Now we're sitting there with 11,000 men. And we only need 7. So you can drop all but an infantry and the cannon. Could drop one more in theory and use that one Serbian troop we have. And I would have noticed in time, but I didn't. And it's not like it's a giant import. Start suppressing. Guess I'll have you walk there. Oh, this would be so funny. Here comes Turkey with Reconquest. Go, go, go. I mean, it's unlikely that the Polish won't get access here. Well, is it? Hungary doesn't hate anybody, but Austria... Ah, you don't hate the Polish. So they're probably going to get military access there. And be able to deal with the rebels. But if they don't... But Moldavia is your march or something, right? So I actually don't... Yeah. Okay, they can just walk there and deal with it. Would have been very nice if they couldn't. And we had Byzantium come back to life. That would be nice. Speaking of things that are nice, let's go to our edict screen and turn off all those advancement efforts. Because we already took the institution. And then I want to have a quick look at my... this. We're still trying to convert this... Oh, it was stopped because it was occupied, right? But yeah, we're still trying to convert Azov. So we still keep the enforce unity thing on there. That seems alright. You have to be careful here with those Byzantines. Watch those Byzantines. Ah, here comes the Polish cavalry. Unfortunate. I'd like to see Byzantium back on the map. I'd also like to not see Ferrara siege down. Not that this is a scary siege or anything. But it is a siege. I don't like being besieged. I could of course give up on the siege of whatever the place is. Cuneo. And go there and crunch him. If we're so far ahead in the siege race, I think we're fine. You're attacking me. Get that back up in there. Wait, you're not attacking me. You attacked the Pope. It just looked like you were attacking me. Can I go there? I can. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna attack these guys without a general into mountains. That's why we lost way more than they did. And yes, it could very much be argued that I shouldn't have done that. But I felt like punishing them for what they did. So I did. Obviously I should have just brought at least a general, right? Ooh, did I just lose my good guy? I did. And I don't really want to hire another general. Just guess I'm just gonna make my Doge into a general, see what they do. No siege pips. It's not like there's somebody we want to keep around anyway, right? So if they die, they die. Nothing lost. Merge you, keep suppressing. Now, are you putting on the full -5 already? No, not at all. So let's grab you. I mean, so just a tiny drop. This! Alright. That's also a lot of those guys. Gee. You're not blockading me, and yet you're getting this far. Let's stop the siege of Saluzzo. And I think I'll... Yeah. Use guys, get out. You... down to 1 infantry. We're gonna need to beat these guys out of Ferrara. As annoying as it is, I can't really... Well, can't afford is a strong word. But I don't want to afford losing Ferrara here. Obviously no leader is a terrible choice. Terrible leader is also a terrible choice. That's kind of what I have right now. That's so many people. I could buy myself a cardinal. Or I get a half-price binary construction person. Let's buy ourselves a cardinal. They're not running, that's not a good sign. Am I actually just gonna lose Ferrara here? $3,301. So we probably get river crossing, unless they take the fort before we arrive. We would arrive on the 30th of January, that's in 10 days. I believe your siege tick is less than 10 days here. I should have put the state immediately onto siege. Anti-siege edict, whatever it's called. I just didn't think it would go so badly. Getting devastated, disgusting. What am I looking for? The actual siege, yes. You're gonna be done in 7 days. So I'm gonna watch that happen. If they take it, they didn't take it. So now I would have the time to walk in there. Should I be taking this battle? It's gonna be super costly. What happens if I don't take it? We get a bunch of devastation for Ferrara, which, whatever, we don't super care about the province. And they're going to be able to take Modena freely, and then Pisa, possibly. Yeah, I think I'm not taking the battle. I know I gave up on the Siege of Cuneo, more or less, just to now decide not to do this. But I think it would be a bad idea. I think it's less costly for me to let them take Ferrara than to try and stop them. It's obviously assuming that we can otherwise win the war without them going rampage on my home territory. But I'm just going to assume that that's true. Yeah, that's the loss of Siege of Ferrara. Now we're splitting up a bit, which is good. Sieging down Pope Land, which is fine. Saluzzo throwing some men away to die, that's also fine. Should I be sieging down Saluzzo? I should probably be doing that, yeah. Smash I don't wanna. Grab the extra manpower recovery speed. And we unlock the trade contour network. That sounds like money to me. I forgot what it is, but it sounds like it's money. Well, yes and no. +1 merchant is technically money, but right now we have almost no use for it. The regiment cost reduction is some money, because it also affects upkeep. But it's certainly not the best way to get money here. That said, I have another merchant I need to place somewhere. And I already ran out of stuff, out of places to put people. And there's still more money going south from Champagne than north, so steering into Champagne is not useless. Could try to get some of that Rhineland money. I'm feeling like that's the only place we have left to us, isn't it? Yeah, we can't get into Persia just yet, or Astrakhan. We're steering for everywhere else. I mean, I could start collecting in my home node with an actual merchant, but don't know that that does much. Guess I'm gonna steer in Rhineland. We should check on this again. Still, most of the money is leaving Constantinople in the right direction. While here, 15 ducats are staying, so we only get a quarter of what is in Tunis over to home right now. So yeah, it might actually be better to steer to Ragusa, weird as that is. Sounds. Yeah, they're going to take Modena there, that's not something I'm going to care about. This event again, do we just keep getting this forever? Let's make the Austrians like me and the French dislike me. Because the French already like me. There goes Cuneo. Good. And these guys are split up. I might be able to throw them out of my country. And stop them from taking too much of my allies' land. I don't like the amount of investment we have into helping the Pope here. Guess I am a good ally, after all. Tin. Tin, do you have the edict going? You do. So let's just get going on that. Here come the 3 leagues back from Serbia, where they didn't really do anything. Got nothing done. Impressive. And no, I don't see the need to bring back those 12,000 people from Ottoman territories. Doesn't seem... Oh, you're taking Pisa, though. Not a fan of that. Let's try and dissuade them. I mean, they'll take it. I can't be there fast enough. But with Popeman here... Ah, they ran away. Good. They didn't like those odds. Where are you going, Arezzo? There might be a big battle in the south, which might consider. Okay, you're coming to Urbino. If I can catch you there. Ah, you're turning around. Everybody's going to Urbino now. Hills. 24th of August, 21st of August, 23rd of August. And we're not even close to be there. Don't know if that's a battle we should be taking, Portman. Yeah, and you agree. But we might be able to get them in Modena. If we let them lock in. Well, actually... Yeah, we're just gonna let them run. Not actually Modena, Ravenna. Modena, Ravenna. As long as it's in Italy. Or, you know, Spain. National unrest. No, let's take the prestige hit. Get back my actual Modena. Is that Naples? Didn't realize Naples was on our side here. Turns out I probably didn't need to wait for Naples to leave the potential coalition. With this war firing, they wouldn't have been able to coalition me anyway. But, I mean, couldn't have known that, could I? Naples taking back my stuff. Good, so let's go protect my troops. And I'm probably gonna retreat that 1 stack once they take Geneva here. The Pope just changed their unit types mid-war. Ballsy move, man. But I respect it. Respect it a lot. Again? Are we just gonna keep getting this event? Division between the Pope and the Emperor, yada yada yada, technically ended, division, constant factor dividing city-states, keeping the Italy weak, suppose of the Pope, support the Emperor. Doesn't say anything about, you know, cruelty of mercenaries. I want that professionalism for sure. Oh, it's a stacking modifier. I see. So we don't get 2 opinion modifiers dropping down, but it stacks on the same modifier. That makes me think I should be alternating this. Because if I do favor the Guelphs right now, Guelphs, like this, we should see Austria having a negative modifier there against the Gibelins, against the Goblins. That's going to drop down. And then the positive modifier that's also going to drop down, but slower. So now we have 2 negative modifiers dropping down rather than having 1 big stack on the French. Seems better. I'd like to not be in this war, Mr. Pope Man. Oh, you immediately peace war. That is instant peace out on the Seleucians. As soon as we took the siege, just like, whoop, out of here. Not sure what that does for anyone. Except for Seleucia. It's good for Seleucia, I guess. You guys are probably gonna come back into my Balkans, aren't you? Go away. Rebels. Ottoman separatists. I'm probably going to face a lot of opponents. That's only 12,000. But I would actually love to have a little more than 12 people here to fight that. Let's build one extra guy. And I think I should consider boating people back over. Surely the Pope and Naples have it. Where are my transports at, though? There they are. Get over here. Oh, and you guys were supposed to protect some trade node or other. Hunt pirates in, I think, Genoa. Poland declared war on Crimea River. We're gonna clash with the Polish eventually, aren't we? Luckily they didn't care about Megros expansion, but they just want all my stuff. Don't love this. Age. Oh, we didn't check the age at all. Unified culture, not gonna happen anytime soon. Asian trade, no. Korean Empire, certainly not. Humanist or religious. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Oh, a cut is also going to happen in here, but let's grab an idea quickly. I don't think I need resistance to Reformation if I'm mostly Italian in nature. I mean, that's not nothing, but even the resistance to Reformation edict doesn't really stop these guys. So I don't think I want it. Blockade impact, war score cost of other religions is nice enough. Merc discipline. Trade power propagation. Oh, there's something. Yeah, let's grab that trade power propagation. And then we might want to consider, well, we're going to grab one of these, and the rest is not going to happen. Not for now. Well, thank you folks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything at all to say to me, then that comment section is a great place to start. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.